ain't gotta jump out this ride. Unwind the window, keep it simple. Man off his mountain bike. Link up with a no agriculture. Leave it to God, we don't practice obia. Planning correct, we gon' catch him. I can't go broke, that's a no-no. Can't fall off, that's awkward. My chain cost 60,000, cool, that's a club performance. Alright, I don't like bragging. I'm a low life, but I like high fashion. A Miri denim, it cost the arm and a leg and a jean, still sagging. Bro still yin and a yang, and I need more balance.
On the floor for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At small forward, Austin Warren. At the other forward position, Wallace Myers. At shooting guard, Kevin Jeffries. At the other guard position, J.J. Elliott. At center, Alan Nelson. Let's hear it for the starting five of the Chicago Bulls.
We're about halfway through the regular season here, Grant. We've had some surprising teams and players.
Yeah, you know, every season we have at least one team that exceeds expectations and one that kind of lets us all down. But what I love the most is seeing breakout players that take this league by storm.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Pass to Nelson. Here's Jeffries. Knocks down the long J.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Barnes with it. To the paint. Here's Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Outside Warren. Pass to Nelson. Here's Elliott. And it's all from three-point range. They set the pick. The three. Counted from distance.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. First quarter, just over a minute played. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Barnes a screen. Warren with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
You know, Grant, looking at the Milwaukee Bucks, they play in a sports-crazed state in Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin definitely loves their football, but Milwaukee also goes hard for their Bucks, which is a big reason for their recent success, B.A.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Nelson. Here's Elliott. He played a great game against Golden State. Shot is good by Nelson.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. He longs that one from way outside. He's got 6. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's Elliott. Barnes with the rebound.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Rebounded by the Bucks. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought win for them. Couldn't finish the job in regulation, but things came together for them in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Barnes a screen. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Nelson. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Elliott. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. And the basket is good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Barnes. To the inside. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Elliott passes to Jeffries. Here's Elliott. Here's Nelson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. First free throw is good. The Bulls making a switch here.
Shooting from Milwaukee.
And he makes both free throws. Chicago trailing here. Inside. Tatum can't hit. And here's Warren. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Last time they met in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they let that one slip through their fingers, and they just couldn't pull it together to fight off a big fourth-quarter comeback.
Now here's Warren. He's another guy who had a great performance in that win against Golden State.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
From inside. And he can't bank that one in. The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Jeffries. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
To get back on track, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, and the dramatic slam. A mid-air hand switch at that.
That was big league right there.
Boy, that was a bit risky because it's easy to lose control of the ball that way, but he knew what he was doing.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Let's bring up the teams who've been clicking offensively over the last month. The Bulls in second.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
Here's Elliott. And And again, it's the Bucks missing.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Pass to Elliott. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Jeffries. 27 points his last game. Here's Elliott. That one goes. Count it. Elliott's got 5 now. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Down low. The kick out to Richardson. They set the screen. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Elliott. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And a fast break now for the Bulls. Pass to Nixon. And that one is stuffed right through.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Here's Hampton. Can they get it? Knocks down the triple.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
To the middle. Here's Elliott. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Jeffries. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Inside, here's Nixon, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Here's Hampton. Pass to Cardinal. Puts it up from the high post. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First one falls. And the Bulls making a change here. Tatum's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:46 left in the first. With the drive. And there's a pick. Let's go with a 3. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, get your feelings hurt.
Jeffries, the pass to Cardinal. Here's Jeffries. 1:14 left to play in the first. Pass to Erickson. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Deflected! And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Bucks substitution, Davidson.
Outside Richardson. From outside the arc. They get it back. Elliott. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Hampton. Throws it up high. It's tipped. Right wing. The 3 is up. He's off on that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Richardson for 3. He Shoots again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal
Man,
foul.
good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here
At
where
the
we
line
are.
for the Bulls, Elliott.
Good on the second one. Here's Hampton. 2 on the clock. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter.
The Bulls.
And it And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, it certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
All right, time for an injury report.
The head athletic trainer for the Bucks provided some info for us. Unfortunately, the injury looks pretty serious. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Webster. 3-pointer, no good.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. You might as well just get out of the way when that's the case.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Nelson. Knocks it down from distance. Nelson's got 9.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Down low. Pass to Rice. Here's Elliott. Outside Tatum. Launches it. Rebound, Milwaukee. They'll take on the Magic at Amway Center after this one. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Webster. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Pass to Rice. Right side Tatum. Misses off the right iron.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
And he bangs it home with 1 hand.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Nixon. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And with load management, some say it's the team's job at times to protect players from themselves. How different is that from when you played, Graham?
You know, B.A., it's very different. I think teams now are much smarter assessing load and risk and looking more at the long-term big picture of their players.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Bucks have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Davidson, still without a bucket. They set the pick, down to 5 on the shot clock. 20 feet out. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
coming in at 5th in the dunk contest voting. A high flyer.
And you know he really wants to perform this year. It's going to come down to the wire to see if he gets into the contest.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
The putback. And it's Richardson with the rebound. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Here he goes. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Elliott. 5 points in the game. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Launches a 3. Elliott clears away. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Tries to break his ice. And it's good on the lay-in. Elliott's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Kicks it out to Barnes. Here's the pick. Off target with the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And it's Elliott missing.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Richardson. From 6 feet away. No good that time. The Bucks trail. Here's Davidson. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Going inside, and he dunks it down.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Timeout call, Milwaukee. The Bucks making a switch here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And the three-pointer goes.
I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
Barnes goes in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Milwaukee has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Elliott passes to Warren. Pass to Elliott. 6 to shoot. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Elliott's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. The kick out to Richardson. From downtown, gets the 3 to fall. 11 points in the game.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Milwaukee has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's Elliott. He's got 9. And he's going for the oop here. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Barnes the screen. Pulls it. The kick out to Richardson. Back to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. Warren with the rebound. And here's Warren. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 10. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And a look now at the Milwaukee Bucks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Wednesday,
when you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
now a timeout called by Chicago.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
And as teams are grinding through their schedules, let's see how it's going out east. You look at Chicago, they've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And of course, Milwaukee, down 4 spots.
I think for the Bucks, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Here's Elliott, and he drives in. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Elliott's got 11 points.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
To the right side. Richardson against Warren. Goes back up, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Elliott, guarded by Richardson. Pass to Jeffries. Jacks up a 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
The floater, it's tipped. And here comes the break. Again, Milwaukee.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And it's Elliott missing.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Elliott, pass to Nixon. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the 3, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
1 second left, and he throws it down with one hand.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break up 12. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Chicago Bulls.
They've unleashed the dog. Shaq, you're a dog. You understand what that is.
You know my feeling. Woof, 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 woof.
Okay, now we'll look at some of the players who could be a part of the dunk contest during All-Star break.
I appreciate how much effort these guys have put into this. Every year is harder to come up with something new.
And then you have the execution. It can take months to perfect a dunk. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, the Bulls shooting 52% from the floor so far. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And for the Bucks, the 3 ball. And they get it back. And he gets that one.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Pass to Rice. There's a screen. Wing shot on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. To the inside. And it's good for 2. Elliott's got 11 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls. Number 00.
On defense, the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14. Warren, the pass to Elliott. From deep. And it's Warren missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Nixon. Outside Tatum. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
There's a screen. To the paint. Myers. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That one misses. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Rice. No points yet. The shot from 20 feet out, and again, it's Chicago.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's Elliott missing.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, diversity is certainly valued in the NBA, but Commissioner Adam Silver said we should have more women coaches. We should have a female head coach right now. We should have more women referees. As much as we've led in certain areas, we're a bit behind in this area. It's something we're working very hard on. Brian?
All right, great point there, Allie. Good stuff. We appreciate it. Shot clock at 6. Such a wide open look. Tatum's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Jeffries, the pass to Warren. Another shot. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Here's Tatum. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Elliott. He's got 14. Again, Milwaukee!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Nifty move. Uses the glass to drop it in. Elliott's got 18.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
They set a pick to the middle. Here's Nixon. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Chicago.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Tatum. And there's another one for the Bulls.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Pass to Elliott. Takes the three. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. We've had some all-time great players chosen outside the lottery, Clark. Who do you think is the biggest draft day steal?
You know, Giannis and Kawhi Leonard were each taken at 15, but man, it's hard to not put Jokic at the top of this list. He was drafted as the 41st pick in his draft year.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Nice D from Tatum. Chicago has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Pass to Elliott. And the shot is good on the assist. By Tatum. Elliott's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Put your hands together and make some noise, fans. You're incredible.
teams will make substitutions. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. The Bulls in second.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Here's Jeffries. Pure from three-point range. Jeffries has got 19 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Tatum gets the bucket.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Pass to Elliott. Here's Jeffries. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land. And another three for Milwaukee.
Good job finding the clean look behind the arc.
Now here's Tatum. 21 points in the game. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. For three, nails it from beyond the arc.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
Milwaukee shooting about 47%. A nice number. Inside, here's Higgins, and the layup falls.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
It's stolen, all alone on the break. Webster flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
From the arc. And another three for Milwaukee.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
On the wing, Tatum. 23 points in the game. Lets it fly from 18. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Webster shakes him. Good. Webster. He's got 12.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Snatched away. The Bucks, another fast break opportunity here. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Elliott with the bucket. Elliott's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a burst out of that first step. Straight to the hole.
With 1 on the clock. And so it's Chicago, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're getting And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And for Milwaukee. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
And there's the screen. Here's Nelson. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Six on the shot clock. Down low. The shot that time not on target.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the inside. To the paint. Banked it in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Webster drops in the three.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Richardson for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Hampton. Pass to Erickson. It's Hampton on the wing. Here's Nelson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
It's time for the Cougars crew.
And the Bucks making a change here.
It's time to get out for your 3-1-2 crew. There they are, fans. Let's hear it one more
Just
time.
under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Webster, guarded by Richardson. Here's Davidson. Misses the three.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Barnes. On the wing, Richardson. Four on the clock. Three-pointer. And that one is hammered home.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
And it's Elliott missing.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Now off the inbound. Outside Barnes. Outside Richardson. Pass to Elliott. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Davidson passes to Elliott. Up and in on the layup. Elliott's got 22 points.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
There's a screen. Into the lane. Here's Elliott. Outside Richardson.
Milwaukee foul. Nelson. First personal foul. First team foul. Buck substitution.
Off the inbound. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Cuts off the pass. From the line, Elliott clears away. Elliott's got 15 rebounds here tonight. The Bulls have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth, 6 of 7. From behind the arc, the rebound by the Bucks.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this.
Chalk up 2 there.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Back to Barnes. Six to shoot. The 3 sinks the tray.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Milwaukee has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Around the league, we're increasingly seeing former players in front office positions.
It's so true, VA, and we need even more former players in those roles. They bring a perspective that a lot of front offices just don't have. They can add value with their experience. I really like this move.
Tatum, he's checked in for Chicago.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Out left to the wing. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
Here's Elliott. Uses the glass on the layup. Elliott's got 8 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Tatum missing. The Bucks really having a tough go here. Myers. No good from outside.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
He takes it in. Pass to Elliott. Knocked loose. Here's Jeffries, hounded by Tatum. Here's Elliott. Myers. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
5 to shoot to the left wing. There's a screen. There's Tatum with the 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Bucks making a change here. Warren's checked in. Here's Elliott. Lets the 3 fly. Tatum pulls it in. So he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for Chicago.
And so Tatum nails both of them. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Here's Jeffries, hounded by Tatum. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Next up.
They set the screen to the left side wing. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Bucks basketball. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 00.
Well, Milwaukee's shooting 41% here in the fourth. Here's Elliott. From 13, here's Nelson. Sends it home from three-point land. Nelson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Bulls.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And there's a pick. Here's Tatum. There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nixon. Unloads from 13. Buries the jump shot.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Elliott passes to Nelson. And it's Chicago with a board. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Bulls.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Elliott. No good on the shot. Outside Tatum. There's a screen. Oh, it's stolen. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks, for Allie LaForce.
For their team.
It's the biggest boss, baby. It's the biggest, baby. Yes. Let's go. Top down, my thick. Free throws, I don't miss. White tees, my hat back, my bad. I love this. I run past that small talk. Some rich, my forecast. Anything else is suspect. Lay back, let's up. Good, my nose up. Roscoe's, I'm iced out. Them know my pole up. Check this out, so hold up. Jada Pinkett done sold. Hold up. Double M, we on one. Right back with the cold crush. I been rich, do research. Run it, top down, run it. South Beach, I move like. Know what I move like. And she know what my mood like. It's a smooth night. Dark room, I'm iced out. Sunrise, it's lights out. Biggest.